Her fingertips trace the raised tissue across his chest. A scar that runs from collarbone to navel like a lightning strike frozen in flesh. He's not breathing. Neither is she. The penthouse is silent except for the rain hammering Seoul's windows 53 floors below. "Don't stop," he whispers, and it's not a request. Kaya Thompson's hand trembles. Not from fear. She stopped being afraid of Jae-won Kang 3 weeks ago. She trembles because every woman who's seen what she's seeing right now either ran screaming or broke completely. His entire torso is a war map. Burn scars bloom across his left side like dark flowers. Knife wounds crisscross his abdomen. Bullet holes, she counts 4, no 5, puncture his shoulder and ribs. And that massive scar over his heart. The one that looks like someone tried to carve it out while he was still alive. "They said no woman could handle this," Jae-won says, watching her face with those cold dark eyes that have killed 37 men. "They said I was too damaged. Too monstrous. That I'd die alone because no one could bear to look at." She kisses the scar over his heart. Then the bullet wound on his shoulder. Then the burn marks that ripple down his left side like melted wax. They were wrong. Kaya breathes against his ruined skin. "You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen." His control shatters. His scarred hands, those hands that have choked the life from men twice his size, shake as they reach for her face. "Kaya, if we do this, there's no going back. Once I claim you, you're mine forever. Do you understand? Forever." She's 23 years old. A virgin. A waitress from Houston who 6 weeks ago didn't know men like Jae-won Kang existed outside of movies. But when she looks at this scarred, deadly, broken man, she doesn't see a monster. She sees the only man she'll ever want. "Then claim me," she whispers. "Show me what no other woman could handle." Yeah, I know what you're thinking. How did a black girl from Texas end up in a Korean mafia boss's penthouse, about to give him her virginity, while he's covered in scars that would make most people vomit? How did I go from serving bibimbap to serving him? Well, let me take you back. Back to the night it all started. The night I made the worst, or best, decision of my entire life. The knife is an inch from Kaya's throat when she hears the first gunshot. She'd been working the late shift at Hanol, Seoul's most exclusive Korean restaurant, when 3 men followed her out at closing. She didn't recognize them. Didn't know why they grabbed her, threw her in a van, drove her to this rotting warehouse that smells like rust and death. "Please," she begs, and hates how small her voice sounds. "I don't have money. I don't know anything. Please." "You saw," the man with the knife says in Korean accented English. "You heard. Lee Sang-woo's shipment. The American witness." The second gunshot is closer. Then a third. Then screaming. The knife man turns toward the sound. His mistake. The warehouse door explodes inward. Not kicked, exploded, like someone put a battering ram through steel. And through the smoke and splinters walks a man Kaya has only seen from a distance, serving his private room at Hanol. Jae-won Kang. The Scarred Dragon. The mafia boss who controls West Seoul like it's his personal kingdom. He's not tall, maybe 5'10", but he moves like violence has a human form. His right hand holds a gun. His left hand is bare. And even from 15 feet away, Kaya can see the scars covering it. Burn marks. Blade marks. Marks that spell out a history written in pain. "Let her go," Jae-won says in Korean. His voice is quiet. Almost gentle. That's how Kaya knows he's about to kill everyone in this warehouse. Knifa man laughs. "Kang, this isn't your business. Choi Sung-min's orders. I'm making it my business." What happens next takes 7 seconds. Jae-won moves. The gun fires twice. Both of the knife man's partners drop, headshots, dead before they hit concrete. Knife man lunges at Kaya. Jae-won crosses 15 feet impossibly fast, catches the knife hand mid-strike, twists. The snap of breaking bone echoes like a firecracker. Knifa man screams. Jae-won's scarred hand wraps around his throat, lifts him, and squeezes. Kaya watches a man die 6 feet in front of her. Watches the light leave his eyes. Watches Jae-won's face remain completely calm, almost bored, while he chokes the life out of someone with his bare hand. He drops the body, turns to Kaya. And that's when she sees it. A gash across his forearm, bleeding through his expensive black shirt. In saving her, he got hurt. "You're bleeding," she says, because apparently her brain has stopped working. Jae-won stares at her. You're worried about me? You saved my life. I ended 3. He takes a step closer. His eyes are like looking into a furnace. You should be screaming. Running. You should be terrified. Kaya's hand reaches out before she can stop herself. Touches the scar on his hand, the one still wet with another man's blood. I'm not. Something shifts in Jae-won's face. Something dangerous and possessive and hungry. Mine, he breathes. You're mine now. And Kaya. 23-year-old virgin Kaya Thompson from Houston, Texas, feels heat flood her body at those words. At the way this deadly, scarred man is looking at her like she's the only thing that exists in the world. Okay, she whispers. His eyes widen. You don't understand what that means. Then explain it to me. Jae-won carries her. Actually carries her like she weighs nothing, one arm under her knees, one behind her back. She can feel his heartbeat through his shirt. Fast, way faster than it should be for someone who just killed 3 men without breaking a sweat. You're hurt, he says, nodding toward the blood seeping through her waitress uniform at her side. Knife wound. Shallow but needs stitches. Where are you taking me? Private doctor. Can't go to a hospital. They ask questions. He looks down at her, and for the first time, she sees vulnerability flash across his face. I won't hurt you. I need you to know that. I kill for a living, but I would never. I know. You don't. You don't know anything about me. Then tell me. The car ride is silent, but Jae-won's hand never leaves hers. His thumb traces circles on her palm, gentle, rhythmic, hypnotic. She watches his face in the passing streetlights. Sharp jaw, knife scar across his left cheekbone. Full lips that have probably said terrible things, done terrible things. She wants to kiss him so badly it physically hurts. Dr. Park's office is in a nondescript building in Gangnam. The doctor, an elderly woman with knowing eyes, takes one look at them and says nothing. Just gestures to the examination room. Jae-won starts to leave. Give Kaya privacy. Stay, Kaya says. Please. So he stays. Stands in the corner, watching as Dr. Park cuts away Kaya's uniform shirt to expose the knife wound. It's a 4-inch gash along her ribs. Painful but not deep. You're lucky, Dr. Park says in English. Another inch and he would have punctured your lung. Jae-won's hands curl into fists. Kaya sees his knuckles go white. As Dr. Park stitches, Kaya watches Jae-won. Watches him watch her. His jaw is clenched so tight she can see the muscle jumping. His eyes track every wince, every sharp breath she takes. Roll up your sleeves, Dr. Park tells Jae-won without looking at him. I need to check that arm. He hesitates. And in that hesitation, Kaya understands. He doesn't want her to see. It's okay, she says softly. I want to see. Jae-won's eyes lock on hers, searching for disgust, fear, pity, finding none of it. Slowly he rolls up his right sleeve. The scars are worse than she imagined. Burn marks cover his entire forearm, the skin shiny and warped like melted plastic. Knife scars crisscross over the burns. And tattooed over all of it, a dragon, black ink worked into the damaged tissue, turning his scars into art. Kaya can't breathe. Not from horror. From something else entirely. Who did this to you? She whispers. People who thought they could break me. His voice is flat. Dead. They were wrong. Good. His eyes snap to hers. Good. Good that they failed. Good that you survived. Good that you're here. She doesn't understand where this boldness is coming from, but she can't stop. Because if they'd succeeded, you wouldn't have saved me tonight. The air in the examination room gets thick. Heavy. Electric. Dr. Park clears her throat. All done. Keep the wound clean. No heavy lifting for a week. And you, she points at Jae-won. Get that arm properly bandaged before it gets infected. Jae-won's penthouse occupies the entire 53rd floor of Gangnam's most exclusive building. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlook Seoul like a kingdom laid out for inspection. The decor is minimalist. Expensive. Cold. Like no one actually lives here. Guest room is down the hall. Jae-won says, keeping distance between them for the first time since the warehouse. Bathroom attached. Clothes in the closet should fit. I keep. I have things for guests. You have a lot of female guests? The question slips out before Kaya can stop it. His laugh is bitter. No. I don't have any guests. The clothes are new. Never worn. He runs his hand through his hair. A nervous gesture that makes him seem suddenly younger. Women don't. Don't what? Women don't stay, Kaya. They don't even make it past the first night. Once they see. He gestures vaguely at his body. Once they see what's underneath, they make excuses. Leave. Block my number. I stopped trying 3 years ago. The vulnerability in his voice cracks something open in Kaya's chest. I'm not them, she says. You will be. Once you understand the danger you're in just by being near me. Then explain the danger. Stop protecting me from information, and tell me what's happening. So he does. He tells her about Choi Sung-min, the rival syndicate leader who controls East Seoul's shipping docks. About the weapons smuggling operation Sung-min runs through legitimate import businesses. About how 2 weeks ago, Kaya served a private room at Hanul where Sung-min and his lieutenants discussed a shipment of American weapons coming through Busan. You remember serving that room? Jae-won asks. Kaya thinks back. The 7 Korean men. They kept switching between Korean and English. I thought they were just businessmen. They thought you didn't understand Korean. But you did, didn't you? I've been taking classes. I'm not fluent, but I understood enough. Horror dawns. They tried to kill me because I overheard. Names. Dates. Shipping manifests. You're a witness to a federal crime. Sung-min can't let you live. So what now? I hide forever? Go back to America? Jae-won's face goes hard. You can't go back. They'll follow you. Hunt you. Hurt everyone you love to get to you. He takes a step closer. There's only one way to keep you safe. What? You stay with me. Under my protection. In my world. Another step. You become mine in a way that even Sung-min won't dare touch you. Kaya's pulse hammers. What does that mean? Become yours. It means exactly what you think it means. His voice drops to almost a whisper. It means I claim you publicly. Make it known that harming you means war with me. It means you live here. Wear my protection like armor. It means. Say it. It means you belong to me, Kaya. Completely. The rational part of her brain, the part that got straight A's in high school, that worked 3 jobs to afford moving to Seoul, that planned every decision carefully, screams at her to run. But there's another part. A part she didn't know existed until tonight. A part that looks at this dangerous, scarred, deadly man and feels safe. Wanted. Seen. Okay, she says. You don't understand what you're agreeing to. Then show me. The words hang in the air like a dare. Jae-won crosses the distance between them in 2 strides. Stops inches away. His scarred hand rises slowly, giving her every opportunity to flinch, to back away. When she doesn't, his fingers brush her cheek with devastating gentleness. I've killed 29 people with these hands, he says quietly. I've tortured information out of men who begged for death. I've built an empire on fear and blood and violence. These hands are weapons, Kaya. Not meant for touching something soft. Something pure. She turns her face into his palm, kisses the center of his scarred hand. Touch me anyway. His control. That iron control that lets him kill without emotion, fractures. His thumb traces her bottom lip. His eyes track the movement like he's memorizing every detail. You're a virgin, he says, and it's not a question. How did you? The way you kiss my scars. Like you've never kissed anything before. Like you're discovering what touch means. His hand slides into her hair. I won't take that from you. Not until you understand exactly what you're giving me. I understand. No, you don't. But you will. He leans close enough that she can feel his breath on her lips. I'm going to protect you. Keep you safe. Teach you how to survive in my world. And when this war with Sung-min is over, when you've seen exactly who and what I am, I'm going to ask you one question. What question? Whether you still want me to be your first, your last, your only. His lips brush her ear. And if you say yes, Kaya, when you say yes, I'm going to take my time. Learn every inch of you. Make you feel things you didn't know existed. I'm going to worship you the way you worship these scars. And then I'm going to ruin you for any other man. Heat floods through her body, liquid and electric and overwhelming. What if I say yes right now? Then you'd be deciding with fear and adrenaline, not clarity. He pulls back, and the loss of his heat makes her want to cry. I want you to choose me knowing exactly what you're choosing. The scars, the violence, the danger, all of it. What if I already do? His smile is sad. Beautiful. Heartbreaking. Ask me again in a week. After you've seen what's underneath these clothes. After you've watched me do what I do. After you've had nightmares about the man who touches you. He turns toward the door. J1. He stops. Doesn't turn around. I'm not going to run, Kaya says. I don't know how I know that, but I do. Whatever you show me, whatever scars you're hiding, I'm not going to run. For a long moment he says nothing. Then, we'll see. Kaya lies in the guest bed, staring at the ceiling. Down the hall, she can hear water running, J1 in the shower. She imagines him under the spray, imagines the scars covering his body. The ones he's so convinced will make her run. She thinks about his hands, those deadly scarred hands, and how gentle they were on her face. She's never wanted anyone before, never understood what desire meant. But now, lying in this stranger's penthouse, all she can think about is knocking on his bedroom door. Asking him to show her, begging him to touch her. The water cuts off. Silence. And Kaya makes a decision that will change everything. What could possibly be so horrifying about J1's body that every woman runs? And why does Kaya feel desperate, starving, to see every inch of what he's hiding? More importantly, when he finally shows her, when he finally claims her virgin body with those scarred hands, will she survive the intensity of a man who spent 12 years being untouched? Morning comes too early. Kaya wakes to find fresh clothes laid out, designer jeans that fit perfectly, a soft black sweater, undergarments still in packaging. On the nightstand, a note in sharp handwriting. Meeting at 10 a.m. Stay in the penthouse. Don't answer the door for anyone. Don't trust anyone. JW. The presumptuousness of it should annoy her. Instead, she finds herself smiling. She explores the penthouse. The kitchen is massive but barely used. Restaurant takeout containers fill the trash. The living room has expensive furniture that no one sits on. But the thing that catches her attention is the wall of windows overlooking Seoul. And the man standing in front of them. J1 wears a charcoal suit that probably costs more than 6 months of Kaya's salary. His hair is styled back, revealing the knife scar on his cheekbone. From behind he looks like any other wealthy businessman. Then he turns. Even through the suit, Kaya can see the careful tailoring that hides his body. The way the jacket is cut to conceal rather than reveal. He catches her staring. I have to meet with Choi Sung-min, he says without preamble. Neutral territory. Luxury hotel in Gangnam. He wants to negotiate your situation. My situation. Whether he kills you or I protect you. He says it so casually, like they're discussing whether. I need you to stay here. My men are positioned in the building. If anything happens, I'm coming with you. His expression doesn't change. Absolutely not. He wants to negotiate about me. I should be there. Kaya? I'm not hiding while you decide my fate. For a long moment, they stare at each other. Then J1's lips curve into something that might be a smile. You're going to be trouble, he says. Is that a yes? It's a wear something that covers your stitches and stay behind me at all times. The hotel is the kind of place Kaya has only seen in magazines. Marble floors. Crystal chandeliers. Staff who pretend not to see the bulges of guns under expensive suits. Choi Sung-min waits in a private meeting room. He's older than J1, maybe 50, with silver threading his black hair and eyes like chips of ice. 2 bodyguards flank him. Kong, Sung-min greets in Korean, not bothering to stand. Then his eyes slide to Kaya. And the American witness. How unexpected. We're here to establish boundaries, J1 says, switching to English. His hand rests on Kaya's lower back. Possessive, protective. Last night, your men attacked what's mine in my territory. That's a violation. Your territory? Sung-min laughs. A waitress you've known for what, 12 hours? This is the great scarred dragon's weakness? A black American girl who... Finish that sentence, Jae-won says quietly, and see what happens. The temperature in the room drops. Sungmin's smile doesn't reach his eyes. She's a witness to federal crimes. I can't have her testifying. She won't testify. She doesn't know anything useful. She overheard fragments in a language she barely speaks. That's not good enough. Then here's what is good enough. Jae-won takes a step forward. She's under my protection. She wears my claim. If you touch her, if you even look at her wrong, I'll burn your entire operation to the ground. The docks, the clubs, the shipping lanes, all of it. Kaya watches Sungmin's face, sees him calculating, weighing. You'd start a war, Sungmin says slowly. Over a woman you just met? Try me. Silence stretches. Finally, Sungmin leans back in his chair. Fine. The girl lives. Consider this professional courtesy. But his smile is shark-like. Dangerous. But calm? The moment your protection wavers? The moment she's not under your constant watch? She's dead. Understood. They leave. Kaya doesn't breathe until they're in the car. That's it, she asks. He just agreed? Jae-won's hands are white-knuckled on the steering wheel. He's lying. He'll wait until he thinks I'm distracted, then strike. That's how this works. How long do we have? Days. Maybe weeks. Not long. The uneasy peace shatters at 3:17 a.m. Kaya wakes to Jae-won's phone buzzing like an angry wasp. He answers in Korean, and even though she can't understand the words, she understands the tone. Something terrible has happened. Get dressed, he says, already moving. Stay here. Don't leave the penthouse. What's wrong? Sungmin. He's pulling on clothes, dark jeans, black shirt, shoulder holster. He just bombed my main warehouse. 5 of my men are dead. The words hit like a punch. Oh my God. This is war now. Real war. And it's because of he stops. Doesn't finish. But Kaya finishes for him. Because of me. No. He crosses to her, cups her face with both hands. Because of him. His choice. His violence. You didn't do this. 5 men are dead because Sungmin wants me. 5 men are dead because Sungmin wants power. You're an excuse. If it wasn't you, it would be something else. He kisses her forehead. Hard. Desperate. I have to go. I have to handle this. Handle. Don't ask questions you don't want answers to. He leaves. Kaya paces the penthouse like a caged animal. Watches the sun rise over Seoul. Imagines what handling means in Jae-won's world. He returns at 2 p.m. Covered in ash. Blood on his knuckles. His shirt torn. And his eyes, God, his eyes look like he's seen hell and walked back out. Kaya doesn't think. Just runs to him. Wraps her arms around his waist despite the ash and blood and smell of smoke. 5 men, he says into her hair. His voice is wrecked. 5 good men. And I can't, he breaks off. His whole body shakes. Bathroom. Kaya says firmly. Now. She runs water in the massive shower. Helps him peel off the ruined clothes. And that's when she sees them. Scars. Running up both arms. Disappearing under his undershirt. Some old and silver. Some still pink and healing. Burn marks. Knife wounds. Bullet grazes. His arms are a roadmap of violence. And Kaya wants to kiss every single one. Let me, she says softly. He doesn't resist. Lets her guide him into the shower. The water runs red, then pink, then finally clear. Kaya takes soap and a cloth and washes the blood from his knuckles. The ash from his hair. Her hands trace the scars on his arms, learning them. I found the traitor, Jae-won says suddenly. One of my own men. He gave Sungmin the warehouse location. Told him exactly when the shipment would be there, how many guards, everything. What did you do? What I always do. His hands cover hers, stopping their movement. I made him tell me everything. Every secret Sungmin told him. Every plan. And then I killed him. Kaya should be horrified. Should recoil. Should feel sick. Instead, she kisses his scarred shoulder. I'm sorry you had to do that. You're not scared. Of you? Never. She turns his face toward hers. Water streams between them. Of losing you? Terrified. His control, that famous control, cracks. He kisses her. Not gentle. Not sweet. Desperate and hungry and raw. His scarred hands tangle in her wet hair. His body presses hers against the tile wall. And Kaya, who's never been kissed like this, never been wanted like this, opens her mouth and lets him consume her. His hands slide down. Cup her waist. Start to move higher. He pulls back sharply. No. Not like this. Not when I'm. When you're what? Covered in another man's blood. Thinking about violence. I won't, he swallows hard. I won't touch you like this. You deserve better than. Kaya grabs his face. Stop deciding what I deserve. I'm standing here asking you to touch me. Begging you. Don't you understand? I don't want the sanitized version of you. I want all of you. The blood. The violence. The scars. The darkness. All of it. Kaya? Show me. Please. Show me what you're hiding under this shirt. Show me why you think I'll run. His breath comes harsh. Not yet. When? When I know you won't regret it. He steps out of the shower. Grabs a towel. When I know you're choosing me with full knowledge of what I am. I already know. You don't. He's drying off, not looking at her. You know I kill. You know I'm violent. But you haven't seen it. You haven't watched me torture someone. You haven't seen what I become when the monster comes out. His voice drops. And you definitely haven't seen what's under these clothes. What 12 years of violence looks like written on skin. Kaya steps out of the shower. Takes the towel from his hands. Dries herself while maintaining eye contact. Then show me, she says. Right now. Show me everything you think will make me run. Because I promise you, J1. The only thing that's going to happen is you'll see that I'm not going anywhere. For a long moment, he just stares at her. Then his hands go to the hem of his undershirt. Last chance, he whispers. Last chance to walk away before you see the monster. I don't believe in monsters, Kaya says. Only survivors. He pulls the shirt over his head. And Kaya stops breathing. The scars are worse, and more beautiful, than anything she imagined. Burn marks cover his entire left side, from hip to shoulder. The skin is shiny, warped, mottled in shades of pink and white and red. It looks like someone held him against fire until the flesh melted and reformed wrong. Knife wounds crisscross his abdomen, some thin and precise, some jagged and brutal. She counts 15, 20, loses count. Bullet holes. 5 that she can see. Small circular scars that mean someone shot him and he survived. But the worst, the scar that makes her heart stop, runs from his collarbone down the center of his chest, curves around his heart, and ends at his left hip. It's thick and raised and vicious. Someone tried to carve his heart out, probably while he screamed. J1 watches her face, waiting for the recoil, the disgust, the fear. How? Kaya whispers. 12 years ago. I was 22. My father's second in command. Man I called uncle, man who taught me to fight, decided he wanted the organization for himself. J1's voice is flat. Dead. He burned our family compound with my parents and younger sister inside. Locked the doors. Made me watch. Then he spent 4 days making sure I'd never forget. The burns. He held me against burning metal. Wanted to mark me. Make me too hideous for anyone to follow. His laugh is bitter. Worked pretty well. The knife wounds. Different people. Different fights. Different years. When you lead with fear, everyone wants to test if you're really as strong as they say. He traces one of the scars on his abdomen. This one was 2 years ago. Rivalgong. They sent a woman to seduce me. Got me into bed. Pulled a knife. I was too slow getting dressed. She saw the burns, hesitated, and I killed her. But not before she got a few good cuts in. And this one. Kaya's fingers hover over the massive scar running down his chest. Not touching. Not yet. My uncle. After he finished with the burns, he wanted to prove that even my heart was damaged. Ugly. He tried to cut it out while I was still conscious. J1's eyes are somewhere far away. Didn't succeed, obviously. But I remember every second. Every cut. Every stop. He blinks. Focuses on her. See? Now you understand. This is what's underneath the expensive suits. This is what women see, Anne. Kaya places both palms flat on his scarred chest. Feels his heart hammering beneath the ruined skin. How many women have seen this? She asks. 7. Over 12 years. Not many I know but. And they all ran? His jaw clenches. Yes. Then they're idiots. He jerks back like she slapped him. What? They're idiots. Kaya steps closer. Presses her whole body against his. Skin to skin. Her smooth brown skin against his scarred, warped flesh. Because this, she runs her hands over the burn marks, means you survived fire. This, her fingers trace the bullet holes, means you survived being shot 5 times. And this, she kisses the massive scar over his heart, means your heart refused to stop, refused to give up, refused to die. Kaya. You're not a monster, Jaewon. You're a miracle. She's crying now, tears mixing with the shower water still clinging to her skin. Every scar is proof that you're alive, that you survived things that should have killed you, that you're stronger than pain and fire and bullets and betrayal. He's trembling. This deadly, dangerous man is shaking like a leaf. I'm ugly, he whispers. You're beautiful. I'm diamond. You're perfect. I'm. She kisses him. Cuts off whatever self-loathing was about to come out. Kisses him like she can pour all her wanton need and desperate aching desire into him. And when she pulls back, she looks directly into his eyes. I want you, she says clearly. All of you. The scars. The violence. The darkness. The pain. I want to know every story written on your skin. I want to kiss every mark someone put on you. I want to learn you so well that I can touch you in the dark and know exactly where I am on your body. You're a virgin. I know. She takes his scarred hand and places it on her breast. And I'm choosing you to be my first. My last. My only. I'm choosing these hands that have killed 29 people. I'm choosing this body that survived hell. I'm choosing you, Jaewon. All of you. Every terrifying, beautiful, damaged, perfect piece. His control shatters. He kisses her like a drowning man finding air. His scarred hands, those hands he's so convinced are weapons. Touch her with devastating gentleness. Cup her face. Tangle in her hair. Trace the curve of her spine. If we do this, he breathes against her mouth, I won't be able to let you go. Ever. You understand? You'll be mine forever. Promise. A sound escapes him. Half laugh, half sob. I need to keep you safe first. End this war with Sungmin. Make sure you're not in constant danger before I. How long? Weeks. Maybe a month. I need to plan. Need to strike in a way that ends him permanently. Kaya pulls back. Looks at this beautiful, scarred, broken man who thinks he's a monster. Then teach me, she says. Teach me to fight. Teach me to protect myself. Stop treating me like something fragile that needs to be locked away. I want to stand beside you, not behind you. His eyes search hers. You're serious. Completely. A slow smile spreads across his face. It transforms him. Makes him look young. Almost innocent. You're going to be so much trouble, he says. Is that a yes? It's a training starts tomorrow and you're going to hate me. Impossible. He kisses her again. Soft. Sweet. Reverent. I love you, he whispers against her lips. I know it's too soon. I know I shouldn't. But I've loved you since the warehouse. Since you touched my scarred hand and didn't flinch. Kaya's heart stops. Restarts. Explodes. I love you too, she says. And when this war is over, when Sungmin is dead, I'm going to give myself to you completely. And you're going to show me what these hands can do when they're worshipping instead of killing. The promise hangs between them like a living thing. For weeks of training. For weeks of Kaya learning to fight, to shoot, to kill if necessary. For weeks of growing closer to Jaewon, learning his body, his scars, his stories. For weeks of stolen kisses and desperate touching that always stops before going too far. And then the plan. Kaya infiltrates Choi Sungmin's exclusive nightclub as a waitress. Plants surveillance devices. Signals when he's vulnerable. Jaewon's last words before she goes in. If anything happens to you, I'll burn Seoul to the ground. Kaya's response. Then I better make sure nothing happens. She walks into the nightclub. Sungmin's eyes lock on her immediately, and she sees recognition flash across his face. Can Kaya maintain her cover when Sungmin suspects who she really is? Can Jae-won rescue her before Sungmin does to her what was done to him 12 years ago? And when the final battle comes, when blood spills and bodies drop, will their love survive? More importantly, when Jae-won finally claims Kaya's virgin body, when those scarred hands finally touch her the way she's been begging for, will the gentleness she sees in him survive the violence he's about to commit? Or will she learn that loving a monster means becoming one? Eclipse Nightclub is the kind of place where million-dollar deals happen in velvet booths and beautiful people dance to music that costs more than most people's cars. Kaya, dressed in the club's signature black cocktail dress and heels, carries a tray of champagne like she's done this 1,000 times. She hasn't. Her hands shake so badly, she nearly drops the glasses twice. Calm, comes Ji-yeon's voice in her nearly invisible earpiece. Jae-won's female lieutenant is running surveillance from a van 3 blocks away. You're doing great. Sungmin's in the VIP section, 3rd floor. You have 15 minutes to plant the cameras. Kaya navigates through the crowd. The first camera goes in the bathroom, tiny, disguised as part of the decorative mirror. The second goes under a table in the main VIP lounge. The third. Well. Kaya's blood turns to ice. Choi Sungmin stands 5 feet away, flanked by 2 bodyguards. His eyes travel down her body slowly. Analytically. You look familiar, he says in English. Have we met? Every instinct screams run. But Kaya forces a smile. I don't think so, sir. First night working here. He steps closer. Too close. You're American. Yes, sir. From Houston. Houston. His smile doesn't reach his eyes. And what's a Houston girl doing in Seoul? College. Studying international business. The lie comes easy. She and Jae-won practiced this exact conversation 50 times. Interesting. Sungmin gestures to the private VIP room behind him. I'm having a small gathering. I could use an American waitress. Someone who understands English business etiquette. Kaya's earpiece crackles. Say yes, Ji-yeon hisses. Get inside. Plant the last camera. I'd be honored, Kaya says. She follows him into the private room. 7 men sit around a table covered in drinks and documents. They're speaking rapid Korean, something about shipment schedules and payment routes. Kaya serves drinks. Smiles. Pretends not to understand. Her hand trembles as she sets glasses down. And she uses the movement to place the 3rd camera under the table's edge. Done. She has all 3 planted. She just needs to. You know what's funny? Sungmin says suddenly. I had a waitress working at Hanul a few weeks ago. Black girl. American. She overheard something she shouldn't have. Kaya's heart stops. Really, she manages. What happened to her? We tried to eliminate the problem, but someone interfered. His eyes lock on hers. Someone very protective. Sir, I don't. You have the same eyes. He stands. Walks toward her. The same voice. Held the same way of standing. The room goes silent. All 7 men are staring at her. In fact, Sungmin continues, I'd bet everything I own that you're Kang's little black waitress. The one he's been hiding in his penthouse for 6 weeks. Kaya's hand moves before her brain catches up. Reaches for the gun strapped to her thigh under the dress. Sungmin is faster. Grabs her wrist. Twists. The gun clatters to the floor. Kaya screams. It's blown. He knows. Sungmin yanks her against him. Pulls a knife from his jacket. Presses it to her throat. Tell Kong, he says to one of his men, that I have his woman. If he wants her back, he can come collect her body. Jae-won receives the message while sitting in his car 2 blocks away. Ji-yeon's voice is frantic in his earpiece. They have her. Sungmin made her. He has a knife to her throat and he doesn't hear the rest. The monster. The thing Jae-won keeps locked deep inside. The thing that survived fire and torture and betrayal. Wakes up. He enters Eclipse through the back entrance. 4 guards try to stop him. They die in under 30 seconds. Gun. Knife. Bare hands. Doesn't matter. There are obstacles between him and Kaya. He takes the stairs 3 at a time. Kills 2 more guards on the second floor landing. A third on the stairs to VIP. The thing is, Jae-won doesn't feel anything when he kills. No guilt. No satisfaction. Just cold mechanical efficiency. He's killed so many people that it's muscle memory. But tonight? Tonight he feels. He feels the burn scars on his side pulling tight as he moves. Feels the bullet-wound scars in his shoulder throbbing. Feels the massive scar over his heart, the one Kaya kissed, pulsing with every beat. He feels alive. And terrified. Because for the first time in 12 years, he has something to lose. The VIP room doors are reinforced steel. Jae-won doesn't bother trying the lock. Just sets a breaching charge and blows them off the hinges. The explosion rocks the entire floor. Through the smoke he sees her. Kaya. Hands zip-tied behind her back. Kneeling on the floor. Sungmin behind her, knife still at her throat. Their eyes meet across the ruined room. And Kaya, beautiful, brave, insane Kaya, smiles. Took you long enough, she says. Kong, Sungmin shouts. 1 more step and I cut her throat. Jae-won assesses. 7 men total. All armed. Sungmin has the knife. Kaya's positioned as a human shield. Impossible. Perfect. Kaya, he says calmly. Remember what Jian taught you? The move for knife at throat situations. Her eyes widen. The one I only did successfully once? That's the one. On my mark. You can't be serious. 3. Jae-won. 2. Kaya takes a breath. This is insane. 1. She moves. Drops her weight suddenly, throwing Sungmin off balance. Twists her head away from the knife. Slams her skull back into his nose. Sungmin staggers. The knife wavers. Jae-won fires. The bullet catches Sungmin in the shoulder, non-lethal. He wants him alive for what comes next. Then all hell breaks loose. The 7 men open fire. Jae-won dives behind an overturned table. Returns fire. 2 go down. 3. Kaya, hands still zip-tied, crawls toward a dropped gun. Stay down. Jae-won roars. She ignores him. Gets the gun. Can't hold it properly with her hands bound, but manages to brace it against a chair and fire. Takes out a 4th man. Jae-won's heart simultaneously swells with pride and stops with terror. The firefight is brutal. Close quarters. Nowhere to hide. Jae-won takes a bullet to the shoulder. The same shoulder that already has 2 bullet scar from years ago. He doesn't stop. Can't stop. The 5th man dies. The 6th. Only Sungmin left, bleeding from his shoulder, dragging himself toward the window. Jae-won crosses the room. Grabs him by the throat. Lifts him like he weighs nothing. You hurt her, Jae-won says quietly. You scared her. You put a knife to her throat. She's just a whore, Sungmin chokes out. Jae-won's grip tightens. She's my everything. He doesn't make it quick. Kaya watches from across the room, her hands finally freed by Ji-yeon, who burst in with the backup team. Watches Jae-won beat Sungmin with his bare hands. Watches the monster come out. Watches him do terrible, brutal, vicious things. And she doesn't look away. When it's over, when Sungmin is definitely, permanently dead, Jae-won stands. Covered in blood. Breathing hard. His white shirt torn, revealing the burn scars underneath. He looks at Kaya like he's afraid. Like he expects her to finally run. She crosses the room. Steps over bodies. Wades through blood. And throws her arms around him. I love you, she says into his bloody chest. I love you, I love you, I love you. His scarred hands, shaking, covered in another man's blood, wrap around her. I need to get you somewhere safe, he manages. Get you cleaned up. Get you away from. Take me home, Kaya says. To your penthouse. To your bed. And keep your promise. He pulls back. Stares at her. Kaya, you just watched me kill someone with my bare hands. You need time to process. I need you. She cups his face, smearing blood on her own hands. I need you to take me home and show me that these hands, she kisses his knuckles, can do more than kill. I need you to prove that you're not just a monster. I need you to make love to me like you've been promising for 6 weeks. You're in shock. I'm in love. There's a difference. She looks directly into his eyes. I've seen all of you now. The scars. The violence. The monster. All of it. And I'm still here. I'm still choosing you. So take me home, J1. Claim me. Make me yours. They shower first. Stand under scalding water and wash the blood away. Kaya's hands trace the fresh bullet wound on J1's shoulder. He'll have another scar to add to the collection. Does it hurt? She whispers. Nothing hurts when you're touching me. She helps him dry off. Tends to the wound with the first aid kit Dr. Park left. Her hands are steady despite everything she's seen tonight. I killed someone, she says quietly. In the firefight. I shot him and he died. I know. I should feel guilty. Horrified. But I just don't. He was going to kill you. So I killed him first. She looks up. Does that make me a monster too? It makes you a survivor. He tilts her chin up. And it makes you mine. The bedroom is dark except for the city lights streaming through the windows. J1 leads her to the bed he's slept in alone for 12 years because no woman could stand to see him, touch him, want him. Last chance, he says. His voice shakes. Last chance to say no. To choose someone normal. Someone without scars. Someone who won't bring violence into your life. Kaya's answer is to pull her towel off. Stand naked in front of him. No hiding. No scham. Show me what you've been hiding, she says. All of it. He removes his towel. She's seen his torso. His arms. But now she sees everything. The scars continue down. Marks on his hips. His thighs. Evidence of 12 years of violence written across every inch of skin. And Kaya thinks he's the most beautiful thing she's ever seen. You're staring, he says quietly. I'm memorizing. She steps closer. I want to know every scar. Every story. That would take years. Good thing I'm planning to spend the rest of my life with you. His breath catches. Kaya. This one? She touches a knife scar on his hip. 3 years ago. Territory dispute. He came at me from behind. This one. A bullet wound on his thigh. 5 years ago. Assassination attempt. I was too slow. This one. The massive burn scar covering his left side. You know that one. Tell me again. My uncle. The fire. The betrayal. His voice is raw. The moment I lost everything and became the monster. You're not a monster. She kisses the burn scar. Then the bullet wound. Then the knife mark. You're a survivor. A fighter. A man who refused to break. She looks up at him. You're my man. His control. That famous control that everyone fears, disintegrates. He kisses her like he's been starving for 12 years and she's the first meal. His scarred hands worship her body, gentle despite their history of violence. He lays her on the bed like she's precious. Fragile. Sacred. I'll be gentle, he promises. Don't be too gentle. I want to feel you. All of you. I'll hurt you. Your first time. Then hurt me. She pulls him down. Hurt me in a way I'll remember forever. In a way that bonds me to you. Mark me the way you're marked. He positions himself above her. His scarred body against her smooth one. A study in contrasts. I love you, he breathes. I'll love you until the day I die. Then show me. He enters her slowly. She gasps. Pain and pleasure mixing in ways she didn't know existed. He stops. Don't stop, she commands. Don't you dare stop. So he doesn't. He makes love to her like he's been dreaming about it for 6 weeks. Like she's the only woman who's ever mattered. Like every scar on his body led him to this moment. This woman, this perfect, impossible love. Kaya wraps her legs around his scarred waist. Runs her hands over his ruined back. Kisses the massive scar over his heart. Mine, she whispers. You're mine. Yours, he agrees. Forever yours. The pain fades. Becomes pleasure. Becomes something transcendent. He moves in her and she moves with him. And together they create something neither has ever experienced. Afterward, they lie tangled in sweaty sheets. His scarred hand rests on her hip. Her smooth hand traces the burn marks on his side. You know what's funny? Kaya says softly. What? Everyone said no woman could handle your scarred body. That you were too damaged. Too monstrous. She kisses his chest. But they were wrong. It's not about handling you. It's about loving you. All of you. Scars and darkness included. I don't deserve you. Probably not. But you're stuck with me anyway. He laughs. Actually laughs. The sound is rusty, like he hasn't done it in years. I'm going to spend the rest of my life proving I'm worthy of you, he says. You already are. Kaya stands in front of the mirror, studying her reflection. The girl who moved to Seoul 7 months ago, naive, inexperienced, innocent, is gone. In her place stands a woman who's killed to protect what's hers. A woman who's loved a monster and found beauty in scars. A woman who's 3 months pregnant. The test sits on the bathroom counter. 2 pink lines. Undeniable. Jae-won finds her there. Takes one look at the test and freezes. Are you? He can't finish the sentence. Yes. Silence. Then he drops to his knees. Presses his forehead against her stomach. Thank you, he whispers. Thank you for giving me a future. For making me human again. For loving the monster. You were never a monster. Her hands thread through his hair. You were always just a man waiting for someone to see you. He stands. Cups her face. Marry me. What? Marry me. Make this official. Give our child my name. Let me spend every day for the rest of my life proving I'm worthy of you. Kaya's smile could light up the whole city. Yes. Wedding. Small ceremony. His Mafia family and her friends from Hanul. She wears white. He wears black. And when they kiss, his scarred hands cradle her growing belly. Business. Jae-won starts legitimizing his operations. Uses Mafia money to buy legal businesses. Kaya becomes co-owner of an expanded Hanul, now a chain of 5 restaurants across Seoul. Integration. She teaches him about Black American culture. He teaches her Korean traditions. Their child will inherit both worlds. Respect. Other Mafia families attend their wedding. Give gifts. Acknowledge Kaya as Jae-won's equal, not his weakness. Preparation. They convert a spare bedroom into a nursery. Paint it neutral yellow. Fill it with books in both English and Korean. Intimacy, their private moments. Kaya still traces his scars every morning. The ritual has become sacred. Each scar has a story. Each story brings them closer. Strength. Kaya continues training. Even pregnant, she works with Ji-yeon. Learns to protect herself. Their child. Their future. Labor comes fast and brutal. Jae-won, who's faced down armed men without flinching, looks terrified as he drives her to the private hospital Dr. Park arranged. You're okay, he keeps saying. You're okay. You're okay. I'm fine, Kaya grits out between contractions. You've been shot 5 times. I can handle childbirth. That's different. How? Because I love you more than I love myself. And if something happens to you, I'll. Nothing's happening to me. I'm strong. You made me strong. The labor is long. Painful. Excruciating. Kaya screams and curses and threatens to kill Jae-won for doing this to her. He never leaves her side. Lets her crush his scarred hand. Whispers encouragement. Tells her she's strong. Beautiful. Perfect. At 4:47 a.m., their daughter is born. She has Kaya's dark skin and Jae-won's Korean features. A perfect blend of both worlds. When she opens her eyes, they're the same coal dark as her father's. Jae-won holds her for the first time and breaks down completely. This deadly, dangerous man who never cries. She's perfect, he whispers. How did we make something so perfect? We made her from scars and survival, Kaya says. From love that refused to break. From choosing each other every single day. They name her Ji-hae, wisdom and grace in Korean. The warehouse where they first met has been demolished. In its place, a community center funded by anonymous donors. It offers services for abuse survivors, teaches self-defense, provides counseling. Kaya stands at the ribbon-cutting ceremony, Ji-hae on her hip, Jae-won beside her. They look like any other wealthy Seoul family. But Kaya knows the truth. She knows that under his expensive suit, Jae-won still carries scars from 12 years of violence plus the new ones from the night he saved her. She knows that his Mafia ties aren't completely severed. Some things you can't walk away from completely. She knows that she's killed. That she's capable of violence. That she's not the innocent girl from Houston anymore. But she also knows this. Love isn't about perfection. It's about seeing someone's scars, physical, emotional, mental, and saying, "You're beautiful because you survived, not despite it." After the ceremony, they return to the penthouse. Jihai naps in her nursery, and Kaya and Jaewon stand by the windows overlooking the city they conquered together. "Any regrets?" he asks. She thinks about it. Really thinks. "Only one," she says. His face falls. "What?" "That I didn't meet you sooner." His smile is blinding. "We have the rest of our lives." "Not enough time." "Then we'll make it enough." He removes his shirt. The scars are still there. Will always be there. But now Kaya sees them differently. Not as damage. As proof. Proof that he survived. Proof that he's strong enough to love. Proof that beauty exists in broken things if you're brave enough to look. She traces the scar over his heart. The one she kissed that first night. The one that made her fall in love. "Do you remember what you said?" she asks. "That night you showed me everything? You said that if I still wanted you after seeing the scars, you'd ruin me for any other man." "I remember." "Well, congratulations. Mission accomplished. I can't imagine wanting anyone else. Ever." "Good." He lifts her, carries her to their bedroom. "Because I plan to spend the next 60 years reminding you exactly why you chose the scarred, damaged, broken monster." "You're not a monster." "No," he agrees, laying her on the bed. "I'm your monster. There's a difference." And as he makes love to his wife, his scars pressed against her smooth skin, Jaewon finally understands what he spent 12 years believing was impossible. Someone could love him. Not despite the scars. Because of them. Because every mark on his body led him to this woman. This life. This perfect, impossible happiness. They said no woman could handle a Korean mafia boss's scarred body. That he was too damaged. Too violent. Too monstrous. They were right about one thing. I couldn't just handle him. Because handling implies tolerance. Acceptance. Making do. I didn't handle Jaewon. I loved him. Completely. Desperately. Unapologetically. I loved the scars that made others run. I loved the darkness that made others fear. I loved the violence that made others judge. Because real love isn't about finding someone perfect. It's about finding someone whose imperfections fit yours. It's about seeing the scars, physical, emotional, mental, and choosing to stay anyway. Choosing to build a life anyway. Choosing to create beauty from broken things. So to everyone who said I couldn't handle him, you were wrong. And to everyone who's looking at their own scars right now, wondering if anyone could ever love them, listen closely. You are not damaged. You are a survivor. Your scars are proof that you refused to break. That you chose to keep living. That you're stronger than whatever tried to destroy you. And somewhere out there, someone is looking for exactly those scars. Someone who will trace them and say, "These are beautiful. These prove you're alive. These make you mine." Don't hide your scars. Wear them. Own them. Let them tell your story. Because the right person? They won't love you despite your scars. They'll love you because of them. Alright family, we need to talk. And I mean really talk. How many of you right now are hiding parts of yourself because you think they're too damaged? Too broken? Too scarred? How many of you believe that your past, your trauma, your pain makes you unlovable? I want you to drop a comment right now. Tell me what scar. Physical, emotional, or mental? Are you learning to see as beautiful? What part of yourself are you finally accepting? Because here's the truth that Kaya and Jaewon's story teaches us. Your scars don't make you less worthy of love. They make you a survivor. They prove you're stronger than whatever tried to break you. And listen. If this story moved you, if it made you cry, if it made you believe that maybe, just maybe, someone out there could love all of you, not just the pretty parts, then I need you to do 3 things right now. 1. Hit that subscribe button. Smash it. Because next week's story is about a Black single mother and a Korean CEO with secrets that will wreck you emotionally. You don't want to miss it. 2. Turn on those notifications. That little bell icon. Because I drop these stories every week, and they sell out fast in terms of views. Be early. Be part of the community. 3. And this is the most important one. Share this video. Someone in your life needs to hear this message today. Your friend who thinks their past makes them unlovable. Your sister who hides her struggles. Your brother who thinks he has to be perfect. Send them this link. Tag them in the comments. Be the reason they start seeing their scars as beautiful. Drop your thoughts below. Tell me, could you love someone like J1? Could you see past the scars to the survivor underneath? Or better yet, tell me about a time someone saw your scars and chose to stay. Your engagement keeps these stories alive. Your comments inspire the next chapter. Your shares change lives. So comment, subscribe, share. Let's build a community that celebrates survival, not perfection. That sees beauty in broken things. That loves because of the scars, not despite them. I'll see you next week with another story that will make you feel everything. Until then, remember, you are not your scars. You are the strength it took to survive them. Now go, subscribe, comment, share, and let's change the world one story at a time.